Yeah, will I continue? Yeah or no? Hit play, let's go, let's go. One episode, feel the flow. Hold me fast or I let it go. Will I continue? Will I continue? Will I continue?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another Will I Continue? I am your lovely host, HMG. Just give you what Will I Continue is. It's where I watch an episode of an anime, give you the review with main points, and make the call, binge it or drop it. Today I have a special guest. He is my eldest son.
Hello.
Today he watched Campfire Cooking in Another World with me, which is titled My Absurd Skill is Unexpectedly Useful. I'll go through Wikipedia real quick, as everybody knows what I usually try to do. Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill is a Japanese light novel series written by Rin Iguchi, I think. The series originated on the Shosetsuka ni Naro website in January 2016, before being published in print with illustrations by Masa by Overlap, beginning in November 2016 under their Overlap novels imprint. As of September 2025, 17 volumes have been released. Alright, in this first episode, we are dropped into the episode where we find Mukoto Soyushi, who was transported to another world, and his only useful skill is online grocery shopping. Oh man, that was kind of a trip to hear. You would think in most other animes or isekais, he'd be a hero like the normal trope. But no, his skill, and only skill, is online grocery shopping. Oh man, what did you think of this?
I thought it was pretty funny that he had that. Honestly, I wouldn't think the main hero would have like a skill of grocery shopping. I've never even seen an anime that once had that.
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, the usual thing is they have a crazy powerful skill, and not one of just online grocery shopping. That's kind of a trip, huh, bud?
Yeah.
But yeah, he kind of just went through, and everybody else that was there because there was other people that were there, and they were heroes.
Yeah.
And they were talk to the royal people and kind of just saying, "Oh yeah, I laid down my life for this your kingdom. I'll do everything I can do to help, all the citizens of the kingdom." But they were kind of all like really like royally, like they looked like they were rich, but the citizens weren't doing too well, or that's what my understanding of what that beginning piece, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you thought?
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah, but they're like, "Oh, I have all this jewelry and all this stuff." But yeah, but so he goes in and they say, "Yeah, well, I wanna, since I'm not a hero, obviously, I'll just leave and do what I can to help with my skill, right?" And he just goes off, leaves the heroes, let them do the thing, and he goes into town. What did you think of him going to town? Everybody kind of looking at him like he's kind of weird looking with all his clothes.
Honestly, right out of the ordinary, he does look pretty weird because he was from another world, and even the other world, nobody's seen him because all of his clothes were like business clothes, and it was like a long time ago. So it was really outstanding to the citizens.
Yeah, it was kind of, he was thrown. He looked completely the out of the world, out of this world, not of the world, right? So yeah, it's kind of crazy. Luckily, the king or the royal family gave him some money, and he was able to get some regular common folk clothes. But so he didn't, stick out of the crowd. But yeah, and then he kind of just kind of chilled and trying to get familiar with the world, and he seemed pretty comfortable in it, didn't he?
Yeah, he seemed pretty comfortable. It was like he got used to it real quickly, even though he just got transported like a minute ago.
Yeah, that was nice to see. But so he just wanted to get out of the kingdom, as I don't know, I can't remember why he wanted to, but he was wanting to get out of there just to make sure. I think that he couldn't no one would notice a skill or something like that. Could you remember?
Yeah, I think it was just because his skill was a little bit absurd, so he wanted to get out.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, so he gets out there, and then when he gets out to another town, he hires this kind of well, he didn't not kind of a, but he gets out and he hires a escort group for 8 gold. So he's already down. He's down to what 12 gold, and then he also has to buy supplies and food for them. But also during this, he did find out that he could pull up the grocery, an online grocery uh, website. It's kind of weird, but he could pull it up by command, and he can buy stuff for a fairly cheaper price, a very heavily discounted price, than what you would normally, I guess, buy at a grocery store. That was pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, it was pretty funny though, because like you pull up an online grocery store, that's not something you'd see every day.
No, no. Well, especially back then, right? I mean, he was that's pretty high modern tech, I guess, right?
Yeah, mostly like future alien tech.
Yeah, future alien tech. Yeah, I guess so, huh? According to them, it would be more like, oh, he's got magical skills, or I don't know. It'd be kind of, I guess if they saw that, it'd be kind of crazy looking, huh?
Yeah, to feel like, oh, he's a mage because his only skill is not just online grocery shopping.
Right. Oh man. Then he goes through and he hires the crew, and then during the time they are traveling, they battle these giant creatures. Well, giant insect, which was like a butterfly or something, or a giant fly.
Yeah, it looked like a giant butterfly.
Yeah.
But kind of close to it. It also had like some kind of like weird antenna from his mouth.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that. Gotcha. And he was kind of what do you think what do you think he felt, or how did he portray himself? Was he scared, or?
I feel like he was pretty scared because well the swordsman, they told him to stay back, so I feel like he was pretty scared he was gonna get attacked by giant butterflies.
Yeah, and the big giant red boar, right?
Yeah.
Came charging at him. It was kind of crazy, and he just kind of freaked out. But again, for the Avengers, oh, this is everyday life, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I'd be freaking out myself. What would you do if you were in that situation?
Honestly, I think I would just run away. Like, I'm out of here. I don't want to deal with this today. No, not today. I'm just gonna get out of here.
Right? I think anybody would. But geez, yeah, that was a trip. Everything just seemed much bigger and extravagant, I guess, in that sense. Yeah. So then they kind of get settled down, and he starts cooking them stuff, and they're just enamored by how great the guy is good at cooking. They never had meals tasted this well or fed their bellies that way, right?
Yeah.
What did you think of that?
Honestly, if there was an escort party that didn't really have modern cooking, I feel really bad for them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if they're not used to that. So what happened whenever he cooked for him? What do you remember?
Yeah, I remember that they really enjoyed it because they never had modern cooking. All they had was just like raw meat that they killed from the big red boar.
Yeah, they got a lot of food from that boar, huh?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. What else happened whenever he cooked from and they ate his meal?
I remember that he made this like potato soup where he's like he added sausages and like lots of vegetables.
Yeah.
And then like he also figured out that the food would give his party skills boost, and if he shared that secret with the whole world, he'd probably be a slave trying to give every single buddy some boost, and it would just be horrible.
Yeah, I mean, if they found out that his skill or every time he cooked would give somebody some kind of power boost, that would really put him or jeopardize him, in this world, because everybody would want, oh, I want this guy, or they might enslave him. They may, want to just really just misuse his power, right? Yeah, that's kind of scary. So that's the reason why he wanted to just keep it a secret, huh?
Yeah, that's why he wanted to keep it a secret.
Yeah. Even so, there's another night as they're battling. There was a giant wolf like kind of spirit, huh?
Yeah, there was like this giant wolf that ate the yummy, delicious meat that he made at the end of the day.
Yeah, he kind of just he demanded it, right?
Yeah.
Like, I am here, feed me your food, right?
Yeah, he was like the king of them almost. Like, I am your king. You should give me food.
Yeah, I kind of like that, huh? He's really demanding, but yeah. So what happened was, though, whenever he did that, the wolf spirit, which was a familiar, was demanding food that they were eating because he sniffed it out, right, from the forest that they were in, and he just demanded it, and Mukudo, I can't remember his name, would have to cook, and he cooked meal after meal, round after round, and then he finally fulfilled or filled up that wolf familiar's appetite, huh?
Yeah.
He just made him so full that he was happy, to where he wanted to create a contract with him, huh? That was pretty cool. Now, so whenever he did that, he has now a familiar to fight for him. Because before, he didn't have anybody other than the escort that he hired, right? So now he doesn't really waste any more money on escorts. He can just use his familiar. But we did one cool thing, though. Not cool thing, but a thing we did not find out is what was the familiar's power, other than being big and scary, right?
Yeah.
I guess I would love to. What would you want to see after that?
I was thinking maybe like I would see Mukudo go on his adventure with his crew and maybe make more delicious meals that I didn't even think I would make.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see what meals he can make, and if like each meal would give them certain special power ups, right? You cook steak, your HP goes up and your strength goes up, right? Or you eat something sweet, maybe your endurance, because of sugar, your endurance and stamina go up quicker, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of curious what kind of meals he makes would determine what type of power boost the party or the person would receive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because even whenever his party was eating like the soup and the stews, like certain things would just show, because he had the power to be able to kind of scan and see what each party member level would be, their level, their HP, their strength, yada yada. So I'm curious to see how that would develop if he would do it to everybody they cooked for. What do you think?
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool to see every single new ability that they unlock from every single new recipe that Tsuyoshi made.
Yeah, it'd be it would be interesting. Okay, so let's do this. On your rating of the first episode, rating 1 through 5. 1, that you got bored, you didn't want to finish it. To 5, you wanted to watch the second episode right after the first episode ended the credits. So what would you rank this first episode?
I would rank it 5 out of 5 because
really?
Yeah, because at the beginning I thought it was really cool that this guy got the ability of making really cool recipes that boost levels, and he's friends with a wolf. That's a pretty interesting episode to start with.
Gotcha. Yeah, that is. It did kind of get you hooked because it ended him just feeding him and feeding him and feeding him, right?
Yeah.
And then he just created a contract with him. So it's kind of interesting. For me, I'd get this maybe a 3. I was interested. I was hooked to it, but I could have kind of waited to watch it the next day. it is very interesting how they went about and kind of in the first episode go in and and show how his skill he had, how it could maybe potentially develop his character development, and it's also pretty cool to see what kind of creatures are in that world. And he sounds like he could potentially have he could create more contracts with other animals or beasts, right?
Yeah.
So I would say like a 3. So I kind of know what you're gonna say since you rated it so high, right?
Yeah.
The question is, would you continue?
Yes, I would continue this awesome anime series.
It was pretty cool. It was. Yeah, and I would continue as well. I thought it was pretty cool. The first episode. I'm really curious as to what's gonna happen. I really want to see how he starts to really hone in on his cooking skill. What and see if he'll figure out if, like, certain types of foods will give people a certain type of boosts, right? What do you think? What do you think might happen, or what would you want to see?
I would want to see him make more like animal creature friends, and maybe make some more awesome stews.
Yeah, maybe they were breaking down more, right?
Yeah.
I know you love to cook, and what you want to learn more cooking, right? So I know this is right up your alley. But yeah, I mean, maybe he'll go into ingredients, right? Like so you break down flour, and each ingredient added a little boost in certain areas. I don't know. It's just speculating, and that's one cool thing it seemed like this episode or this series may have. Just walking through first episode, I haven't seen anything else after this first episode. But yeah, well, that's it. Thank you, my little buddy, my son, eldest. I don't know what else to say. I love you, bud.
I love you too.
Oh man, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this episode as we enjoyed watching this. Hope this helps you out if you wanted to check out Campfire Cooking in Another World. It was a fun watch. It was awesome. It was so fun watching with my son, and maybe this might get you into watch anime, because you don't really watch anime, do you? Not as much.
Not really.
Yeah, maybe this might get you into it. Do you think it would, or?
Yeah, I think it would.
Yeah, if it's like up like more cooking stuff, because you love cooking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also love golf.
Yeah, it's true. You love golf. That's another anime. I can't remember which golf anime we watched.
It was Rising Impact.
Rising Impact. Yeah, that was so good. I hope they make it. You and me watched the 2 seasons that came out. I hope they make a 3rd season. But It's been a while since that's been out. But anyway, thanks all who tuned in. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and hope everyone has a good one. Bye.